Welcome back to the first half action. The Capras on the attack against the Png Hunters. They're on the try line. The Capras are about to hit it out. They're only 10 meters out from the try line, and the good pressure coming from the S2 Png Hunters. Martin Louis, your opening comments for the first half.
Yes, Steve, pretty quick there from both sides. The weather, as we mentioned prior to the match, is ideal for the Hunters to hopefully, and we have a mistake there. Pressure by the Hunters and a mistake from the Capras.
Well, disappointment there from the big forward pack from the Queensland Capras, who are expected to lead by force this afternoon. They're expected to make the foundations for the Capras attack today, and to cover up an error like that 15 meters out, 20 meters out, it might prove costly, Martin.
Yeah, certainly. If you put pressure on the ball runners, that's bound to happen. And very good pressure there from the Hunters. And they are in very good field position, 20 meters out with a scrum. And they should win this scrum.
Okay, 22 meters out. If you can go to a wide shot and see the Capras on the attack now. 22 meters, a flat ball. They try to offload. They're caught in the attack, and they've lost 15, 20 meters. They come back to the halfway, but they put on the pace. Here we go through the fullback, Alex Wera. They go to the outside, and they stop short, and the position's coughed over. So an opportunity gone missing, and the SP Png Hunters will be kicking themselves. That was a good chance to post some early points on the board.
It certainly was, Steve. He was on the run, but Gary Lowe, all he needed to do was catch the football. That's not what happened. He dropped the football, and the Capras in attack 50 meters out from the Hunters line.
Here we go, the ball being fed there by Ian Webster. As the Capras have it center field, they straighten up to the big prop forward, and geez, he's a mountain and a half, isn't he? That's Theron Pearson. He plays the ball 45 minutes out, and it's fifth and last, and there's a big kick. The up and under comes back down to the try line. It's a tester for Alex Wera. Wera lets it go. It doesn't touch his hands, so that should be a restart at the 22 for the SP Png Hunters. And nervous times because he didn't really address what was happening at the moment, so they've just got to knuckle down, the SP Png Hunters. So the match referee for this afternoon pulls up play. Says just played from the mark, and let's just take proceedings easy and easy number out.
The Hunters take it up. They need to settle down here, the Hunters, as Benson runs it out. Coming in from the wing. So do some work, the forwards work as Wartho steps up.
Martin, what do we notice from the first match against the Redcliffe Dolphins? Michael Morrow's process seems to be do the obvious first, do the simple stuff right, and that's what the SP Png Hunters are doing. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just cutting the ball up, one-off runs, and they're making good yardage.
That's the way to play the game, and you can see you just chip away, do the simple things, pass, run, and run straight, and wait for the defense to open up, and that's exactly what the Hunters. And that's not what they wanted. The Hunters, the drop ball.
There was a disappointing sigh from the crowd there as Roger Power let that ball down. He's going to be an instrumental playmaker from this afternoon as the Capras go on the attack from inside their 22. And they've got nothing to lose, the Capras. They know that the Png Hunters are up 2-0 from the two encounters this year in the Queensland Intrust Super Cup. And that's the best record we've had since the Port Moresby Vipers started way back in the 90s.
Yes, David Locko, he played a very good game last week, and he won't be happy with himself for that mistake, which turned possession over to the Capras as they move it up towards the Hunters line.
Oh, big inroads there from the South Queensland forwards. They're just cutting them up. The big men they're using on the shallow ball. If they continue, there'll be troubles for Papua New Guinea. There's the kick on the fifth and last. It's gone too far. It hasn't been measured well. And it appears that Ian Webster has put too much kaika on that ball, so that's gone into touch, and it's a 22 restart for those Png Hunters.
Those two kicks, massive kicks there, and the wind's behind them, and it's set up there, and the Hunters have done well not to contest the ball. Alex Wera has been very safe, and he allowed the bounce of the ball, and they've gained possession. So the Hunters not panicking, although they've been defending in their territory for the last few minutes.
So good run there from Gary Lowe. He hands off, another ball's in the possession of Ezekiel Elliott. As the Hunters go on the outside, they've got a chance on the inside. The kick's gone forward. There's an opportunity right in front, and into his grass is Albert Patak. Potak plays it for the Png Hunters. That will be the first try of this afternoon. The first try of this afternoon. 4 points to nil. And the Central Queensland Capras are stunned as the crowd goes crazy. And that's a good opening try and good lead-up work, Martin Leary.
Yes, very good work there from Loco. I'm sure he was not happy with himself for turning on possession in some place back, and he made up for it, linked up with Thompson Tete. And very good skills there from a forward. Loco putting it up, and Tete was right there. And he's going to be a very hard man to stop this year, Thompson Tete. Another try to him.
Really makes me happy, really impresses me, is that the blokes on the paddock wearing the Png Hunters jerseys are not the diehards or the full pack from the Kummels, and there are a lot of new names, and they're making their mark on their own and in their own right. And it's been pretty impressive, and you've got people like Sebastian Pandia that are going to lead them from the front, and of course this man with the boot, Roger Laka, post the 2 points in front, so that's 6 points to nil. The home side is in front, and the lead, the Png Hunters are in front, 6 points to nil over the Central Queensland Capras, and things are looking good. They're trying to go for a 3-in-a-row hat-trick back-to-back, and they've got one more match the following weekend, so there'll be 3 home ground matches in the row after that original initial hit out against the Redcliffe Dolphins. So so far the Png Hunters doing the job and doing the job well.
As they restart with a long kick there, as Joe Bruno, the local boy, you can hear the crowd
you can hear
support.
The crowd.
He's a former Guria. He's got a lot of followers here.
Let's have a look at the inroads the Png Hunters can make. It's very solid defense from the Central Queensland Capras. They're up there in 3s and 4s, and they're putting the man down. Now there's a knock-on from the Papua New Guinea team, so there's a play on an advantage. They've got the ball now within the 14-meter line, the Central Queensland Capras, and they're 35 meters out. They send the ball to the big man in the forward pack, and just have a look at that lunk of a man. That's Theron Pearson. Pearson plays the ball 25 meters out, center of the field. They go forward, and that looked like a forward pass to me. And yes, it's pulled up by the referee, so just a bit of a rush in play. The possessions being in the favor of the local team, and once the Capras had it, they tried to do too much too soon.
Certainly, and the Capras bench would be hoping that the heat hasn't taken effect on them that quickly. It's just opening minutes, first 20 minutes into the half. There's another 3 quarters to go, and they really need to step up and stay in there, hang in there against the home side.
So early days as the Png Hunters feed the ball on their own 22, and they're trying to hit it out and settle the play. They've got a 6-point lead as the ball comes forward, and that's Thompson Tete again. Geez, he's been a headache in the first 10 minutes of this match this afternoon. He takes the ball to within 38 meters, and here we go, Papua New Guinea coming towards the halfway line. This time they go for the big man. It's in the shape of Sebastian Pandey. He plays the ball 1 meter short of the halfway. Substitutions on the paddock this afternoon. That's Esau Siune. He takes it to the 40. Now the PG team are on the attack. I tell you what, here we go. There's a good attack. Joe Bruno takes the ball. He'll play 35 meters out from the Capras line. They're running out of tackles and options. And again, for his second out is Esau Siune. 5th and last. Here we go. What are the options for the Papua New Guinea team? They've got options left and right. Comes into the hands of Israel Elliott. He puts up a high ball. It's a tester for the fullback for the Queensland base side, and they take it well. Huey Stanley. It's a good take under pressure, and it's a relieving moment for the Capras.
Yes, certainly, and the chase was good there. It was a catch and go situation. The referee could have penalized him, but it was legal. It's very dangerous to make tackles when people are going in the air, but the referee on this occasion allowed that to go.
So the Papua New Guinea side tackling in 1s and 2s when they need 3 men in the tackle count against a bigger opposition. Here they go down the blind side, short ball on the flanks, and they put to rest Gary Lowe. Gary Lowe was up to the task, and he shut that attack down for the Png Hunters. So the Hunters get a sigh of relief. They've got the ball in their position 40 meters out, and so far so good, Martin Levy. They've held their composure. When they've had ball in the position, they've maintained it. So Michael Marum, who's accustomed to playing a steady game, is doing the right things at the right time currently.
Yes, he would obviously be happy with what they're doing. Just one-off stuff, and then waiting for those mistakes to happen. And you can see Loco go up once again. He's worked overtime. And
there's a good penalty now for the Papua New Guineans. They've got the option for 2 points, or will they go for more? They've got all the ascendancy, Martin. They're up 6 points to nil. And the combined agreement is that they'll kick for touch, take the tap, and go for another 4-pointer. So if you're rolling the dice, seems like a good position. Here we go. Papua New Guinea on the attack, and they take the ball forward through David Loco. Geez, Loco's got a high work rate for this opening 10 minutes in this match against the Capras. He punches the ball to within 15 meters. They go down the shadow of the Blights. They switch inside for the PNG Hunters. They straighten the ball out. They're only 7 meters out. There's a big line set to the right. They're setting numbers. Is there a set play on? Shadow, shadow, shadow. The ball to the outside. They've got numbers. It goes to ground. They regather. Papua New Guinea straightens up. The ball's in the hands now of Albert Patak. He'll play it 5 meters out. Quick, play the ball. And the big charge on, but it's going to be held up short. And that time it was Brandy Peter. Peter plays the ball, comes back to the halfback. Woo! Roger Laka. Papua New Guinea, there's very good, strong defense from the Capras. Dummy and a kick. But it doesn't amount to much from Wartovo Puara. So Papua New Guinea exhausted their 6 tackle account and really didn't put any big pressure toward the Capras.
Not a very good option there from Puara. The build-up was fair. Then when it mattered, they didn't. I thought a better option would have been the kick or link up with the outside men. Particularly on the left-hand side, because they had numbers. Kick up there would have put the pressure on the Capras, but not what they did. And the Capras try to get out of the red zone. They get a good run through the back row.
Guy Williams.
So
the Capras kicking on the 4th tackle to get out of trouble. They've been under pressure throughout the opening stanza of this match. And here we go through Adex Wera, who gives a good 15-20 meter return for the Papua New Guinea side. Plays the ball on the 40 meter line. The man marking the player, playing the ball, was offside, but the referee lets them go. Papua New Guinea now encroaching into the territory of the Capras as they get wrapped up, but still able to offload. Here they go to the 5-8. It comes into the hands of Israel Eliab. They go to the left-hand side of the field. The team's tagged to the right. What are the options? They go to the right side again, this time to the winger, Gary Lowe. Gary Lowe punches it and runs hard, but it's met by the Central Queensland defense. So it's pretty ordinary, pretty straightforward, and pretty mundane from the Papua New Guinea team. They look like a knock-on from the opposing team. The Capras, and the referee spots a knock-on in the middle of play. So they'll bring it back to scrum down 20 meters out, and another good opportunity for the SPPNG Hunters.
Yes, the opportunity was there, but Poirier, he really needs to, the hooker needs to control the flow of the game, control the game. He's the one, he's very important to their attack. There's the halfback, there's a 5'8", he is the other guy that needs to control what they do. On this occasion, he's taken a wrong option once again, and they've squandered the football, but they've been given possession, so a good run there, and Patak on the run to the right-hand side.
I tell you what, we've had a lot of home team players doing their stuff on the field, and here we go. There's another one from George Benson. He plows down, he goes hard, he's over the line. That could be the second try number 2 for the SPPNG Hunters. Oh, he took over the homegrown favorites. There's been a lot that have come from this graveyard. They've defended and they've attacked just as hard. And the SPPNG Hunters have crossed over for try number 2 through George Benson. What a try.
A try is a try, but it wasn't a organized play. It was just a one-on-one stuff there. And the Capras defense, they went off to sleep, and Benson, they call him the pocket dynamo. He's a small but very powerful runner, and he showed that. Took the options, took the defense on, and crossed over for a very important try for the Hunters.
Well, there you go. Nothing always comes from formal play, so a bit of ingenuity, and they went on the right flank, and the Papua New Guinea SPPNG Hunters, I should say, over for the second try. And in retaliation, the Capras don't have much. They've got the big forwards going, but they're not making the inroads we expected with the big Polynesians. And now we've got Roger Laka with his conversion to make it 12 points to nil and give a very handy lead to the SPPNG Hunters, and draw on the applause of a big and vocal home crowd here The Calaban Oval. 12 points to nil. No, it's not. It's been waved away. So it remains at 10 points to nil. The Png Hunters leading South Queensland Capras. And Martin Leary, we expected a bit more, but it's still early days from the Capras. But the Papua New Guinea teams doing the right things right at the right times.
Yes, kicking has been one of the problems of PNG sides, and this Hunters side is showing us that they need to do a lot of work on kicking. The 2 points are very important when you are close. When it's a close match, the 2 points make a lot of difference. So a lot of work to be done by the kickers. Roger Lako on that occasion not getting the 2 points that were on offer, as the Hunters try to get it out of the 20-meter line. Aspandia takes the run. The new look Pandya. They used to have the dreadlocks before, but it's cleaned up. As Joe Bruno takes a hit up. And Siune looking for a ball runner, but or rather a support runner, but he wasn't there. As the Hunters become a little bit over-eager there and pushing passes, and as a result losing possession of the football, and coach Michael Mara won't be happy with that performance.
Well, there we go, our coverage this afternoon. What a beautiful coverage. Have a look at these pictures. NCTV based in New Ireland, they've got the best of the best in the country giving you this coverage. And I said, what, I think it's going to be a long relationship. It looks good. Here we go. The Capras dummy and going to the outside. Here's the fullback chiming into the line. Here was Stanley, gives the ball to the outside. The Capras now find themselves only 12 meters out. Oh, what a wonderful afternoon here in Calaban Oval. Can they hold them out? There's the crunch and bump. The winger holds it to himself. Mitch Zoring, but he doesn't have the power. He's been pushed into touch. What's the ref's call, Martin?
Well, the Capras players, they are appealing for a penalty. I think he reckons
doesn't look good.
He reckons that a tackle was made, and they continue to push along. And however, the referee didn't agree with that. And
so the Packers scrum down 10 meters out. It'll be the SB Hunters.
And the referee for this afternoon,
yes.
Steve.
Tell me a little bit about him.
Michael Gordon. I thought you were on the same flight with him yesterday. Is he
Gordon's brother?
I thought you were on the same flight with him yesterday. Should have asked him that question.
I should have, but he was out of my range, and he gave me 10 minutes in the Sydney, so I had enough time to sleep. So here we go. The Png Hunters leading 10 points to nil over the South Queensland Capras, and they're doing all the good stuff right, and they get another penalty, and the Capras will be marched another 10 meters. And Bobby Nona's coming to question what the referee's decision has been. He said, "Oh, you marched up too quickly." So a bit of leeway, a bit of breathing. There's a good covering kick, and that takes the ball to within the 30-meter line, actually the 40-meter line, in the Capras territory. So Papua New Guinea on the attack. Once again, they've got a lead of 10 points to nil, as the ball is cut up that time by David Loco. Jeez, easily just putting his body on the line this afternoon. Here we go in the big forwards. That looks to be Sebastian Pandi. You expect big things from him this afternoon. He played in the World Cup in Britain, and here he is again, putting his body on the line. Number 17 was actually Lawrence too. So Papua New Guinea now 15 meters away from the Capras trial, and they look threatening. Geez, they've got the ascendancy. They go forward again. Quick play from dummy up, dummy go. They look to go to the outside. They've lost the ball. They've lost the ball. He couldn't hold on to it. It was a solid tackle from the Capras. And that time the number 9, Watoba Pora, lost the ball. So here we go with the Central Queensland Capras.
Good scrambling defense there from the visitors. The Capras, they didn't panic. They kept their line and didn't allow the Hunters to gain an advantage. So good stuff there from the visitors, as Sebastian Martis. He's a Frenchman, and number 17.
Here you go, the Capras again. It looks to be the bench utilities making the big yards. The players that started the match have not done such, but the utilities have come on. They're making good yards, and they get another penalty to their benefit. So here's a chance to square things up. They got the quick play the ball. The referee calls it back. He says, "Boys, hey, stop easy. Let's take it from the play the ball. You'll go 18 meters out from the Png Hunters try line." First man to cut it up this afternoon is Sam Pearce. He takes about 6 or 7 meters down the center. Just what you need from your forwards. Here come the Capras. They go to the left-hand side. There's a dummy. They go to that side, turn the ball back inside. They switch play, looking to hit the line for the against the Png Hunters. They find a solid defensive ball. The flat ball. He comes back again to Pearson. Now that time it's Pearce. Pearce finds himself 3 meters short. The Capras on the attack. There's a dummy from dummy half. And the Capras over. It looks like it's Grant Rogers. And the boys of the bench are making a mark. And finally, the first points for the Capras. And it couldn't come too soon, Martin Leary.
Yes, that's what bench players do. They are freshmen. They've been sitting on the bench, and the coaching staff are in. They communicate with them, so they tell them what to do when they go on. So good impact there from the bench players. They've come on and given the Capras the points that they needed.
So we've got a scoreline currently at 10 points to 4. The Capras put their first points. Martin, when you look at the body language of how things are running at this stage, it's pretty even Stevens, but will the Capras, with this fresh bit of wind under their wings, go on and give a lot of trouble to the local side?
Well, I don't think Maroon would be happy with the performance of the Hunters. They had a mountain of possession and didn't turn it into points, and some of it was because they pushed passes, tried to rush things, and the kick and the flags have been raised. So 2 points there to the Capras. 10-6. Well, as I was saying, Steve, yeah, Michael wouldn't be very happy with the performance of the Hunters because they've had the possession, but they've been pushing, they've panicked, tried to score tries in the opening part of the set of 6. They need,
it's probably been 75%,
they need to be patient, take it one at a time, go try to stretch it right to the 6th tackle or 5th tackle and then work from there. So messages would be certainly going, and there's another change. And it's
okay, here we go with the man with the wrist, that Ezekiel Awartovo. Israel Eliab with the restart. He figured well in that match. Port Moresby against South Sydney, and he's here again this afternoon, and he's got a significant match to play because he'll be the playmaker that dictates how the Png Hunters go forward. Currently, they're on the defensive. They're back their 10 very well, so the fitness levels obviously working very well for the Png Hunters. But can they last? That's the big question. Here we go with the Capras. They cut the ball up towards their 40-meter line, met by 2 defenders. They put down, still held well back by the Png Hunters. Here we go with the Capras. They now come on towards the halfway line. They're using their big artillery to come down the center of the field. That time it was Sebastian Martins. Here's the kick through. It's a short one. It's a tester, and well taken by Alex Vera. Where takes the ball and he'll play it on the dirt down there on the 30-meter line for the Papua New Guinea team. And here we go, a chance to attack, and geez, there's a good goal forward there from Gonzalo Warkuse. He'll play the ball 9 meters shy of halfway. Quick play from the dummy half, and they've got the ball now on the halfway line. Has the Png Hunters looking for the goal forward. Quick ball there from Sebastian Pandia.
Steve, the Hunters were lucky there, but because Gonzalez, he wasn't facing the what, so but he got away with it. The referee didn't pick it up, luckily for the Hunters.
And there goes Marcus again. Big Gonzalez, half Mexican, half Papua New Guinea. They go to the right-hand side. There's the chip through, but the defender's back there, the fullback in the name of Huey Stanley. Let's see what Stanley's got. Fleet-footed. He gets past one, doesn't get past two as the Hunters wrap him up 12 meters out from his own line. Here come the Capras. They bring the ball. Oh, solid defense, but they get the offload. They've gone now trying to get away from the Png Hunters. They make the ball progress past the 30-meter line, and there's a knock on, and the referee spots it. So trying to do too much in a little bit of time, and a bit of relief now coming the way of the Png Hunters.
Well, Huey Stanley won't be happy with himself for that. He did the hard works. He fielded the ball 10 meters out and gained some more territory with the run, and then to lose possession of the football there would have been very disappointing for the young men there. But the Hunters very happy with that. Then as Zemin takes it up, he's come off the bench. He's moved in at 5'8", so obviously the instructions would have been let's get some control back into the game, and that's why Zemin's on the field now.
Okay, midway through the first half, here come the Png Hunters. They're crunching towards the trial, and they're hungry. They want more points on the board. They juggle, they dance, they dazzle. Here they go through. Sheer hard work. Sheer hard work. It looked like Watova Puara. He just backed himself. He saw three in front of him. He ran hard with his heart, and he's over the try line. And the referee will have no doubts that's going to be a try.
It will be, and Puara, that's what he's very good at. That's why he continues to be used as the first choice hooker. He holds the football up, and he links up with the man outside. If they had running outside backs or forwards, he can do the right thing. So
you know, when you've got the momentum, you just have to go with it. And so far, the Png Hunters, they've got everything going their way. There's the ascendancy, and you know, all you need is a little bit of inspiration. There's a little gap, you're through, and there's a try, and there's points. Pastor Lee, are you in shock? This is a good score, and it wasn't expected because we don't know much about the Capras. Here we are, Png Hunters. There's a big kick, and I tell you what, Martin Lee. There is going to be a problem. If Papua New Guinea can't sort out the issue of the goal kickers, it is going to cost us matches. It costs us matches in the World Cup. It's got to be sorted out soon. So I know that you might be related to Michael Marum. Can you have a chat to him?
Michael is a professional. Yeah. He knows the problems that are there.
Goal. They can't matches. They decide he will of a country.
He has obviously been working on it, but you know, things take time.
And, there's a knockback. Will it go dead? Oh, Papua New Guinea, what have you done? Have a look at the boys. There was a bit of a flurry. There was a bit of a lightheadedness moment there, and suddenly the ball is knocked on in goal, and Papua New Guinea have backed themselves right back against the barrel. Geez, that's a good shot of the shoelaces. As we look back on it, there's pressure being applied now by the offense from the Central Queensland Capras. Take that back. Yeah, that team.
As Capras take the ball up, and it's Sebastian Martins, the Frenchman. He's a Frenchman. Steve, for your information, he's played with the Broncos. He's on the Broncos books. They've looked at him. He's played in the Super League competition, big man, and that's the reason why the Capras need him.
Left-hand side, do the Capras looking for a go forward, but they're not set structurally. They've got numbers to the right-hand side. Will they go there? No, they go to the left-hand side with the Papua New Guinea. The defense is there in numbers, but they can't match up. Papua New Guinea have been overshadowed, and the Capras are over for the first try. And I tell you what, the crowd support in Papua New Guinea, naturally known as a hospitable country, it's 50-50, and there's a big cheer going up there for the Capras. Their first points for this afternoon.
Their second point. Steve.
What a lovely afternoon.
$10 points to 16. So the match still there for the taking, and that was very good play there from the Capras. It was a chance ball, but a very good pass, pinpoint accuracy, hit the winger, and unmarked, he just crossed over to score that try.
In hindsight, when you look back on what unfolded in the lead up to the try, the Papua New Guinea defense was there in numbers, but they just didn't read how the Capras attack was coming towards them, and to post that try on the outside. There are positives you can take at it from the PNG perspective as well as from the Capras perspective. The Capras had them, they were short of numbers, but they made something happen. For the PNG side, it was a bad read. They got points over, so they've got to mark up and look at the man carrying the ball and not look at the space.
And the kick from the touch, it's going to be a difficult one.
If you're on Port Moresby right now, there'd be a few lovely words of abuse, and you can't do it. But this afternoon, such is the crowd, such is the environment in this lovely place of Calabar Novel. As the Capras come in, it looks like a beautiful kick, but it's waved away. Not a word ushered during the process of taking that kick by the Capras. I tell you what, if there's a place you want to play rugby league and you want to play it big time, you come to Calabar Novel. It is a lovely ground, and I tell you what, the team that have put this field together in the building grandstands, and they've got big development plans. They're looking good. This could be the hub of rugby league in Papua New Guinea.
They certainly have. It would be the third facility because there's two major developments in Port Moresby. What used to be the Lloyd Robson Oval has been developed. It'll be known as the National Football Stadium, and then we have the Murray Barracks, or rather the Sayubit Murray Stadium, which has been developed. So three very good stadiums after the two in Port Moresby are completed should be very good for Papua New Guinea. And there's a mistake there from the Capras, and Lawrence too was involved in forcing that mistake. Very good defense there from two who comes off the bench, and here's a hooker. They've used him in the centers in the trials and in the last two games. So Lawrence too, he's got a lot of speed, but now he's slotted in at hooker as Puaro goes to lock.
Well, we're joined now by Daniel Siebold from the Capras team. Daniel, how's things looking for your side? They're behind on the scoreboard, but look, they're looking good.
Yeah, we're really disappointed with the performance of our boys for the first 25 minutes. Our completion rate's been really bad. We've only completed 6 from 13 at the moment, so we need to improve that if we're going to stay in this game. The Hunters are getting a lot of footy and they're capitalised on it early, so we need to really tidy things up.
Prior to kick-off, what was the coach Hetherington's advice to the boys? Unknown entities going both ways.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We needed to make sure that we complete all of our sets and wrap the ball up, because we know that the Hunters have got a good offload.
So the Hunters hoping for a couple of games on the trot to make it a hat-trick?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you here to destroy the party?
With any luck, we want to destroy that party tonight.
Okay. You talk about playmakers in your side. Give us a couple of names.
Yeah, Mark Johnson, the young 18-year-old 5'8", he's a guy to watch for the future. He's got a lot of ability, Mark. We've got Theron Pearson, the halfback. We just need Theron to take control of our team for us.
Here, Stanley, the Guardian in fullback position is doing well this afternoon, but they're under attack from the Papua New Guinea team. Actually, the position's been turned over, but Huey Stanley's done well. Yeah,
Huey's been good. He's good in defence, Huey, so we just need Huey to get more involved with the ball.
So you've got advice coming from legends of the Bulldogs' history. What applies today when you come down to footy time?
Oh, look, when we go at half-time, Jason's going to have a lot to say to the boys. I mean, it's a great honour to work with him and for the boys to play under him. He really needs to talk to the boys about our dummy half running. I think we can expose the Hunters here.
Big drive there from the Hunters. They're trying to contain the Capras so far. They're coming towards the 30-metre line. Your first time up to Papua New Guinea. How's the trip been so far?
Yeah, it's been great. The people have been really welcoming to us, and everyone's been so happy and supportive. So I couldn't ask for any more. It's been a great experience.
All right, we wish you all the best for the tournament, and it's a great hit out so far. And well, a full 60 minutes left to go, so the scoreboard's anyone's guess.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much for your time.
All the best. Go the Capras, go the Papua New Guinea team.
Thank you.
Thanks. So there you go, an insight from the side of the Capras. They know what they're here to do. And they're here to spoil the party. Can the Papua New Guinea SP Png Hunters go on and go forward? They got the ball now 38 meters out from the Capras line. There we go. There's some big force coming there. David Loco again puts his head up and cuts the ball up to within 25 meters. They go to the outside. They're not doing anything fancy. There's a substitution on the paddock. That's Willie Milonga. Milonga offloads, and the ball now is about 15 meters out. Here come the SP Png Hunters straight in the dummy half. This time it's Wartoba Puara. He looks to the right-hand side. There's space on the outside. Does he go? He offloads his numbers. They'll score! They will score! Papua New Guinea is home. The lead extends. Oh, I tell you, SP Png Hunters, they're doing all the right things right and at the right time. Ooh, that was good. That was good, Martin Levy. You've got to admit that was good.
It certainly was. And the man responsible for the try, George Benson, all they needed to do, the Hunters, was quick hands. They just threw the ball, and it ended up with Benson. All he needed to do was reach over. He did exactly that and grounded the football. So the Capras are not going to be very happy with the defense. They didn't read him quite quickly and didn't react quick enough to stop what they call the pocket dynamo, George Benson.
George Benson sounds like he should be a singer. So here comes the kicking. Now this is a major concern. The kicking responsibility is an integral part of any NRL team in Australia. If you watch Friday night, you watch Sunday. The ratio for misses of kicks is very low. Papua New Guinea needs to get wins. Stephen,
I'll tell you something. The boys have been doing a lot of work in weights. They are really training like professionals, and that's the reason why.
Can weights help a kick? Here we go. Papua New Guinea is going to be weight up. Oh my God! I think weights might work. What a wonderful kick! What a wonderful kick from the sideline. That's a big point breaker, and that's a big momentum boost for the Papua New Guinea Png Hunters.
Yes, Steve, I was going to tell you the amount of work that they've done in weights, which goes with the diet and everything. It's very hard to tell who's who. Gary Law was the one who actually scored the try, and he's built like George Benson.
Benson, here we go. Papua New Guinea back on the attack with the ascendancy. They've got a good lead. The score now is 22 points to 10 as we come to the concluding moments of the first half of play. 40 minutes just about used up as Papua New Guinea now casts the ball up towards the 30-meter line in their side of the territory. The Capras, they're trying their best out there today, but the big men just are not keeping up pace with the heat of this afternoon. It's humid and it's scorching out here, and it's just how the local guys like to play the ball. Although they've lost it forward, there's a knock-on from the Png Hunters, and not what the doctor ordered.
Yes, Steve. I'm having problems with the two wingers, because I know Gary Law used to be a small winger, but after weight program at number 2, he is big. You look at Benson on the other side at number 5, big. So
there he is, Gary Lowe right now effecting a tackle. He puts the Capras down 45 minutes out, but you are saying, look at the size of Gary Lowe. His brother Kopi must be huge. So the Capras play the ball inside the territory of the Png Hunters. On the few and far between times this afternoon, they've lost the ball. That was the big forward, Sebastian Martin. Alain Lafrancis lost the ball forward, so Papua New Guinea now on the attack. Here we go again. This is David Loco, is it not? It looks to be Willie Milonga. So we have the Png Hunters playing the ball 35 minutes out. They go to the right-hand side through Puara, looking for options on the outside. He finds Gonzalo Urakise. He'll play the ball 29 meters out. They still go to the right-hand side. Numbers are short. Will they go to the hands? Yes, they do, but they're still going to be wrapped up. Strong defense there from the Capras. So Papua New Guinea, will they spin it wide? This halftime is called. They'll play the last, and that'll be the 5th and final. Well, it won't be the 5th.